And a good Saturday afternoon, and welcome to the Athletic and Fitness Center on the campus of Howard Community College in Columbia, Maryland, for the last time.
The last time.
Because today is the final day of basketball, or anything for that matter, in this building, which dates to 1977. My name is Ken Krasalovic, and my partner, Mark Wingle, will be bringing you all the play-by-play action as the Howard Dragons, off to a 9-1 start this season, conclude their home portion of their season against the visiting Beaver County Titans from Pennsylvania. This Dragons team at 9-1, all at home, will proceed to have a 16-game road trip
At least, yeah,
to
pretty
end
much.
the season.
I know if it was up to Coach Melkinson, it would be 19. He wants to fill out that 30-game max all the way to the top.
So an historic day and a milestone day, and one which will look back at the past, turn the page toward the future, hopefully, in some ways as well. And it should be fun, Mark. I'm glad to be here to bring the fans of the Dragons this one last appearance here in this building.
Well, we're glad to have you here. I know you came all the way from Ohio to be a part of this, and we couldn't thank you enough for being able to be here for this historic moment in the Dragons athletics history.
Well, I'm excited for it. This should be a good matchup. Beaver County comes in with a 6-5 record, playing a more conventional some home and some away schedule. But we'll see how Coach Mike Smelkinson and his club reacts to the emotion and the hype and all that goes into a day like this. So it should be a fun one to watch from many different perspectives. It will be the sophomores' last game ever in this building. Usually something that happens in February or so is going to happen here in December.
In the case of one sophomore, he's been on this campus since 2019. So what a road for Kaleem Jennings. He was on the 2019-20 team that won the regional champion, was supposed to go to the nationals. And yeah, so it's been a 4-year journey for him basically to get here, and it will be his last home game as a Dragon.
So as we said, these two teams should be sparring pretty gingerly today as they meet up here. This Titans team started off 1-6 on the season. Now, they did pick up an extra win because there was some violation at Potomac State that resulted in a forfeit. So they have an extra win that they wouldn't have. But they have won 4 of their last 5 by any means, not forfeit. So they come in with, as a hot team. Howard has just the one blemish on their record. That was here against Cecil about a week and a half ago. The Dragons dropped an 85-76 decision to the Seahawks. But other than that, 9 victories on the winning side of the ledger for Howard, and we'll see how they can do here in this one. It should be a fun one to watch, no question.
Yeah, I think the story of this game is going to be the Beaver County Titans come in averaging 81 points per game. The Dragons come in, their defense only allowing 58 points per game. Something's got to give on there. That's a huge discrepancy. Somebody's either going to make a big difference in that game one way or another there.
We're going to take a quick break right now and take a listen to our national anthem. Getting ready for men's college basketball here on the Howard Athletic streaming service. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for the two ball clubs here today. The Beaver County Titans will send out a three-guard offense. Paul Rodolph, a sophomore. Tony Henderson and Jalen Vaughn, all three backcourt members are sophomores. Up front, Tanner Mathos and Dang Luol. And Mathos, a sophomore as well. Luol, the lone freshman among the starting five. The Titans are coached by Tyler Kerr. He's in his first year at the helm of the Beaver County Ball Club. For the homestanding Howard Dragons, it'll be the backcourt tandem of Jalen Bowie, a 6'4" freshman from Frederick, Maryland, and Kobe Baptiste, a 6'5" sophomore from New Carrollton, Maryland. Up front, a trio of 6'5", 6'6" types, so a pretty strong front line. Omeek Wilson, 6'5" freshman from Glen Burnie, Maryland. Marquise Freeman, 6'6" sophomore from Manassas, Virginia. And Andrew Mills rounds out the front court. He's a 6'5" freshman from Owings Mills, Maryland. And the Dragons, of course, are coached by Mike Smelkinson, and I'm going to say the legendary coach Mike Smelkinson.
I think that's fair.
His career has already become legendary here in his second stint at the Howard campus after spending a 5-year run as the head coach at Hartford, just up I-95, where he won 103 games in a 5-year span there. So lots more we can talk about Smelkinson's career, and hopefully we'll be able to touch on that throughout the afternoon. But for now, we're looking at a good matchup between two good, solid coaches. Kerr, a longtime associate head coach, and also 6 years a head coach at Greater Allegheny. So both of them with extensive backgrounds as head coaches and in the coaching profession, and both of them with teams with good records coming into this one.
Yeah, and again, I kind of touched on it before, but it's the high scoring of Beaver County. They've got 4 players in double digits, a fifth that's almost in there, and they have a lot of scoring power. For the Dragons, just one player in double-digit scoring average. That's Andrew Mills with 13.5 a game. But they spread it out more, and they play a more slower, methodical style, and they are defense first. They thrive on being able to hold their opponents to less than 60 points whenever possible.
Teams are on the floor. The visitors are wearing white with the blue and gold trim. Howard wearing black with the school colors, the maroon and gold as the trim on those black uniforms. The opening tap is controlled by Howard. Your officials for this one, John DeToda, Robert Schrader, and Harold Houston. And we are underway. Howard working to the basket to your left as you see it on your computer screen or whatnot. And the entry pass goes awry, and Beaver County will have a possession before Howard gets a shot off of its first time with the basketball.
Yeah, that was Smelkinson trying to go to one of his patented plays, the alley-oop on the backside, and unfortunately for the Dragons, the Titans were aware of that one and read it well.
Mathos feeds it down low. Shot missed there by the Titans, and Howard will come back at it. We're looking for our first points. 47 seconds into this one. Shot from just inside the free throw line, no good by Mills. The foul results in a whistle, and we got a foul called from outside. This is going to be on Henderson of the Titans.
Good job by Dragons to crash the boards there. A couple of offensive rebounds to open up that opportunity. And you see Kobe Baptiste, he loves to get to the rim, was able to do so and draw the foul. Look for Baptiste to have a huge impact in the paint today.
Baptiste at the line. He is 20 of 29 this season, 69% coming in. He hits the first. He'll line up the second charity toss right here. Front of the rim, glass, front of the rim again, and then down into the hands of the waiting Titans. So the score will hold at 1-0 as Beaver County will look for its first point or points. Dribbled off the foot of Vaughn, and Howard gets it on the turnover.
Yeah, look for Vaughn. He's coming in averaging over 16 points a game. They want to get the ball in his hands as much as possible. A little bit of a misstep on him to kick the ball.
Right-hand runner in the lane, no good by Bowie. Neither was his follow. The follow there by Mills misses as well. And the Titans will come back at it again. We're still looking for our first field goal of the game. Right side three, that won't be it either by Lowell. That shot no good. And here comes Howard with yet another try, more than a minute and a half in now. And they're going to call a double dribble on Bowie.
You got to love all of the offensive rebounds Howard's getting, but at some point you got to make some layups. You got the ball right next to the rim and missing, 4 or 5 layups there. Can't happen if you're the Dragons.
Steal at midcourt by Murphy. Gets underneath, battles, and puts it home. With Henderson draped all over him, Murphy gets the first field goal. It's 3-0.
Murphy was listening to me, and he actually made the layup. Good job by him. But it was the full court press. Now it just goes into the half court trap. Love that defense from Howard.
Left wing three, way off the mark by Rodolph. And Howard looking to extend its quick early lead. Bowie will calmly dribble out between the circles.
And as mentioned, never mind. I was just about to say the patience of the Dragons offense, and then Freeman just decides to toss one up.
Yeah, he buried the three there from the right side. Pressure by Howard in the backcourt. 6-0 is your start for the Dragons. And they tap it away again, scramble for the ball. Beaver County gets it. Henderson will pull up for the field goal, no good. Luol had the rebound, dropped it. Howard picked it up. Here comes Mills the other way into traffic in the lane. We've got whistles a-blowing.
What a great job by Andrew Mills there. If he had kept going forward, it would have been a charge for sure because the defensive player had the position. Instead, does the spin move. The contact is off the side, draws the blocking foul. Good awareness by Mills on that play.
So our second foul is the second on Henderson, so he'll be rewarded with a quick seat on the bench here less than 3 minutes in, and they'll set Edward Daniels into the Beaver County fivesome. So we can expect that Henderson will be out for quite a while with the 2 quick early fouls.
Mills down to work.
Mills backed his way into the lane, kicks it out on the arc. Daniels for 3, no good. Offensive rebound and a bucket by Baptiste.
And that's what Kobe Baptiste does best. He's a guard, but he can play like a forward. He's so tough down low. Gets the offensive rebound and the putback. 3 rebounds already for Baptiste.
Great start for Howard, and it gets greater as they steal the ball at center court. Here comes the drive shot short off glass by Bowie. Titans still looking to get on the board. Rodolph will go to the lane. He'll try to get those first points, and he does. So Titans finally score. Howard works it to the left side. The drive there, and the basket by Baptiste again. Back-to-back buckets for him, and a steal before midcourt. A drive, no good by Murphy. Follow is no good as well, but we're going to have free throws once again.
And they'll come after the media timeout, but a great start for the Dragons the first 4 minutes of the game.
Foul is on Daniels. We'll tell you more about that after this message.
I decided to come into Howard Community College because I was interested in brushing up on my Excel skills. I have also been able to join Career Links, which is a platform for parents who are in school. And I have this network support of other women or other parents trying to make life better for their families. So HCC has the capacity to serve families, not just individuals. That's what I wanted to say.
Been quite a day here already on the Howard campus. Howard women victorious in their final game on this floor, 82-36. We gave a wrong score at the end, said 38 of that broadcast. So 82-36 was the final. Howard over Beaver County. And then some ceremonies at halftime. The Callert Foundation here being recognized for a $2 million donation to scholarships here at the Howard campus. President Daria Willis of the Howard campus was out on the court as well, and we've got a nice crowd on hand here for the final game ever in this building now as Baptiste at the line hits the first. He'll get yet another try. Coming off a 15-point game on Wednesday night is Willis, where it was equaled his season high here against Hagerstown. Missed that one, so he's 2 for 4 now from the stripe here in the early go this afternoon.
Beaver County finally able to break through that Howard press, and it seems like it's been the first time in a minute that they've actually gotten into a half-court offense, trying to work it down low.
Rodolph between the circles works it. Shot clock running perilously low, and the air ball will not get a reset, and it'll result in a shot clock violation by the Titans.
And that's the beauty of that Howard full court press. Even if they don't result in a turnover, by slowing them down, they use up a third of their shot clock, finally getting into the front court, and then they have less time to work with the ball and had to force up a bad three-point.
Left corner, Mills missed it. Easy rebound by Rodolph, nobody around him on the strong side. Shot for the right wing, no good by Vaughn. And after the shot, we're going to have a whistle called, and this will be a foul on Tobias Green, who had checked in during the timeout. So Green, the sophomore, comes in and gets a quick foul. 4th on his team. Howard has yet to be whistled for a violation.
You know what that means, right? Next whistle will be on Howard. It's almost a guarantee. I'll put money on it. It's just the way the referees work. They don't want to catch the grief from the coaches. I bet you.
We'll see. Inside, Mills might have got bumped as he laid it in. No call, but 2 points nonetheless for the Dragons. The lead is 11.
Dragons now switching to the 3-2 zone, and they love to switch up their defenses. They'll go possession by possession, mix up the defense, make it hard for the Titans to realize what they're going up against.
10-footer in the lane, no good from the hand of Rodolph. That's an offensive rebound for the Titans, and they'll set things up once again. Daniels looked left, now passes right for Rodolph. Entry pass to the lane. Pull up from the left of the lane, no good by Daniels. Rebound to the black-shirted homestanding Howard Dragons.
And that's the second straight time Marquise Freeman has gone up for a strong defensive rebound. He's going up against players bigger than him, but a strong effort, able to pull it down for Howard.
Touch pass comes out to the arc. Drive as a result by Bowie. All kinds of traffic, and the Titans emerge with the basketball. From the right side, Vaughn. Ball knocked loose, dive and a scrum for it. And they're going to call a foul on Howard. This is going to be the first foul, so you'd have won your bet. Andrew Mills charged with the violation, the first against him, and as we said, of course, the first against Howard. So it'll be Daniels to trigger the inbound play from the baseline. Gets it into Camden Glass. Glass pivots, looking for help. Gets it to the cutter, Vaughn, who put it in and got fouled.
Yeah, Vaughn's been aggressive to the basket over and over again. He's struggled with dribbling in, so instead he just catches and goes right up with it. For Vaughn, again, we talked about he's averaging over 16 points again, so he's going to have an offensive impact. Dragons did a good job of bottling him up earlier, but just missed on the switch that time.
They have 4 players averaging double figures and a 5th at 9.7. So they have a lot of scoring options. Vaughn missed the free throw. A 46% shooter only on the season is Vaughn. And here comes Howard back with it off the free throw miss.
I find it interesting. Coach Melkington usually puts in an early substitution to try to mix things up, but he seems to really like these five. Hasn't made a single sub yet.
Drive from the left side and hard off glass is Baptiste with the miss. Titan basketball once again. On the left, Daniels works it. Retreats, gives it to Rodolph, who will call out the play. Deed up out on the arc by Bowie. And an offensive foul is going to be called on Daniels and the Titans.
And I got to give
his second
credit to Coach Mike Smelkington on that one. He was signaling to the referee at the last timeout that he was doing that exact thing where he elbows his way to try to create some space. Next play after that,
they saw it.
He caught him. Yep, they caught him. They caught an eye in it, and good job to get the offensive foul for the Dragons.
5 fouls already on the Titans. Sub in there for the Dragons. That's Cameron Watts out there now. He passes to the left side for Freeman. Shot from there, no. Glass is cleaned by Rodolph. Quickly in transition, a pull-up shot by Daniels is off the mark, and here comes Howard with the basketball. Bowie winds up into the lane for Freeman, no. Daniels back the other way.
And there's no reason for Freeman to be fading away on that one. Just go to the rim, go towards the basket, initiate the contact. You're probably going to get a foul called on you at the very worst.
Got a foul inside as Glass and Freeman were mixing it up, and they're going to call the violation on Marquise Freeman of the Dragons, his first team second. And we've got a official timeout on the floor. We will step aside right here. Your score, Howard 13, Beaver County 4 on the Howard video stream.
My experience was really positive. I had really flexible professors.
It was my first online class. I quickly knew they was going to take my full energy, my full effort. A lot of my teachers, they were able to work with me and help me succeed in every area.
I was able to complete all my classwork on time and maintain my GPA. And when we went to our remote classes, my teachers were able to actually help me through the semester.
My online class was just as engaging and fun and just as formative as a class in a classroom.
Howard Community College has a great reputation in the community. It's not just the 18-year-old who's coming out of high school. It's able to meet the needs of both parents and young adults.
I was able to be a part-time student instead of full-time student. I'm able to take classes at the same time I'm working. So, I'm able to balance both.
You can get there from here. Learn more at howardcc.edu.
Back to basketball on this Saturday afternoon in mid-December. If you're getting your holiday shopping done or whatnot, we're glad that you've paused to join us for some college basketball here in this historic final game ever in the Athletic and Fitness Center. Drive by the Titans and score for Edward Daniels, his first bucket of the ball game. Cuts it to a 7-point margin for the Howard Dragons. Entry pass there, out of the reach of Mills and out of bounds. Substitution for Beaver County coming here, Tanner Mathos back in. This building opened in 1977.
A lot of the equipment in here, including the audio equipment that we've been struggling with today, is from 1977.
Scoreboards.
Yes.
Lots of things need to be replaced, and they're going to just do the whole building at once.
Yeah.
Ball goes back over to Howard here.
Good job. That full court press that time got the 10-second violation. And it's just so effective. They're so patient with it, too. They don't try to push it. They don't try to foul. They just make the opponent go into traps, which stalls for time.
Howard ball, top of the key. Bowie to the lane. In traffic. Murphy tried to force a shot, nowhere close. Beaver County back at it again. Almost to the midway mark of this first half. Mathos unloads it to Glass. Back to Mathos, back to the basket, tries Glass again. They'll play catch along that left side of the lane, but they played it one time too many as Murphy steals the ball. Left side three by Watts, no good, but the follow is up and in.
Yeah, there was
that
a
was Murphy?
Great job by Benjamin Murphy on the backside to read the play, grab the offensive rebound, put it right back. Found it interesting on the other side of the court. Yeah, it was Mathos and Glass that are trying to do a two-man game. The two forwards going back and forth. Howard, their two forwards matched up against it well. Didn't give up an easy opportunity by any means.
Foul on the Dragons. That's on Freeman, so that's his second.
That was Bowie's first.
Oh, excuse me. They put up 22 to start with. Okay.
And then Mathos with a nice turnaround layup there, caught it into the paint and just used that long range of his, the wingspan, to just lay it right up off the basket.
Mills missed the three from the right wing. 4 different Beaver County Titans have scored, but only 2 points apiece for them. Nice scoop shot attempt by Green, but
is that what we're calling that? We're calling that nice?
A little wild.
A little wild, yeah. That's more like what I was thinking.
I was going to say athletic, I guess I would say was the beginning of it, but it got wild at the end. Regardless, Mathos at the line as the foul is called on Omeek Wilson.
Yeah, and Omeek is just one of those really athletic guys. He's just, talk about wingspan. That guy can reach across the entire court, it seems like.
Subs for each team. Stephen Dorr in, or excuse me, that's Freeman back in for the Dragons. Vaughn returns for Beaver County. I have to ask you a question. I was looking on some of the notes for today's game as the free throws are good by Mathos.
Fire away, what you got?
Well, I saw a reference that the original mascot at Howard was the Iron Horse or Iron Horses, not the Dragons. Is that true?
That is the rumor that I've heard.
Never heard that before. Left corner three. Radar by Freeman. He's got a pair of threes for 6.
And what vision by Kobe Baptiste to kick that out to the corner as he was driving the lane.
So a little run by the Titans is silenced at least momentarily by Freeman's shot from the corner. Titans will try and come back with it. Pull-up jumper there, no good by Rodolph. And off the miss, the ball winds up out of bounds, and it will be Howard possession.
We love to talk around here about how the Dragons like to play backwards basketball. Their forwards can shoot from long distance. Their guards can post up and get offensive rebounds. It's almost positionless basketball, and we see Marquise Freeman, one of the two forwards, knocking down a couple of threes so far in this game.
Straight on 3, no good by the Dragons, and Ethan Wilson out there.
Well, that's a major push-off that was missed.
12-footer, no good by Daniels for Beaver County, and Howard will try once again, leading by 8.
You see Ethan Wilson has taken over the point guard duties. Is going to try to get it inside to Omeek Wilson.
Wilson dribbled it off his own toe, and it's picked up by the Titans. This is Daniels. He'll hand it over to Vaughn. Shot is good. Vaughn's got 4. the lead is a half dozen for Howard. Thinking about the deep three was Watts. Instead, he gives it up. Winds up in the hands of Freeman. Missed. Fallow, no, by Baptiste. And Beaver County back at it. Scoop in the lane and falling hard after the shot was one of the Titans. Immediately grabbed at his chin. Looked like as he came down, he kind of flattened out and hit his chin. Who's that? That's Rodolph. He's going to shake it off. And we've got a timeout. So we will take one as well with your score. Howard 18, Beaver County 12 on the Howard Sports Streaming Network.
It was easy to access HCC classes online. The flexible schedule allowed me to run my household, and I finally get to be a lead teacher next year.
Howard Community College just gave me what I needed to successfully start in a new job that I'm absolutely passionate about.
It's just been a great experience working and still being able to go to school. The best part is that I get to build these professional relationships that I wouldn't otherwise get to do in a typical college setting.
So this building will be replaced. They've already started construction on half of it. Then this building comes down and the other half will be built in this spot. It'll be the Mathematics and Athletic Center. And, you know, with mathematics and athletics being in the same building, there will never be allowed an error on the scoreboard or on the statistics.
You would like to think so, at least.
High pressure for the athletic department being partnered in the same building with the mathematics folks.
Well, we did find out at halftime that it is no longer going to be known as the Mathematics and Athletics Complex. It will now be known as the Collard Foundation Complex, thanks to the very generous donation of the Collard Foundation.
$2 million going to the scholarship fund here, and as a result, the building will be named for the Collard Foundation.
Which I'm grateful for, because Mike Smelkson was saying that when it was really going to be called the Macarena, he was like, all right, well, then before every game, we've got to play the Macarena, you know, because it's like the Macarena. I'm like, if I have to hear that song every time we have a basketball game, that's going to be rough. So
Math and athletic, I get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the Collard Foundation sounds much, much better to me.
All right, I'm in. I'm in. Pressure in the backcourt once again by Howard. They are relentless when having the opportunity, and it forces a turnover. It's a traveling violation in the backcourt by Daniels.
And why not if it keeps working? The 8th turnover of the game so far of the Titans, much of which because of that full court press.
Howard controls the basketball. Wilson gave it off, got it right back. Now he looks right. He found Bowie open. He's going to drive in, however. Wild shot. Winds up in the hands of Mills, and he got fouled as he went up with it.
Yeah, I'd like to see Bowie getting aggressive there, but there's no reason for him to pass up an open three-pointer there. He's got to let that one go.
Tyler Kerr didn't think there was a foul. He thought that the violator went over the back, trying to grab that ball over the top of Mills, but the officials saw it the other way. So it's the foul is on Turcola, Brandon Turcola, his second. Meanwhile, at the line, Stephen Mills converts. He's been good at the line of late. 32 of 37 over the last 8 games, 87%.
Yeah, he's honestly.
And he sinks another there.
We've heard from the Howard coaching staff that Andrew Mills is one of, if not the best shooters on the team. And it's just such a luxury to have a forward that's able to have that kind of impact from shooting.
Vaughn gave it up. Now gets it back at the top of the circle. Touch pass in the lane goes underneath for Mathos. He couldn't get it to fall, but he got fouled. Foul is going to be called on Baptiste. That's his first. So 5 of the first 6 fouls in this game were called against the visitors, but now it's Howard that commits the 7th team foul and puts Beaver County into the bonus situation. Kobe Baptiste comes out. In went Shane Taylor for Howard after the free throws.
So we just got a clarification that last foul for the Titans was on Mathos. So that was his first of the game. So take it.
Mathos instead of?
Yeah, instead of Turcola.
Okay.
What a play by Ben Murphy. Another one where he got an offensive rebound on the backside. And the Titans just not doing a good enough job of boxing out the guard. And he gets another putback for Howard.
Murphy up to 6 points now, but quickly the other way. Daniels comes and banks it home. He's got 4.
Both teams just going up and down the court right now. Some fast-paced basketball.
Bounce pass to the right side for Taylor. Works his way underneath. No good. Perhaps rejected in there. The runner from the left side will count for Rodolph and the Titans.
Yep, and right now the fast pace is benefiting the Titans because they're able to get through that Howard press more quickly and getting off much better shots so far the last couple minutes.
Titans trailed by 11 early, 13-2, and have sliced into that lead by a significant margin here. Down by just 3 at this point, and with the ball. There's another drive by Rodolph. Yes, it's a 1-point game, Mark Winkle.
What a tough layup there for Rodolph. I always hate to see players fade away from it like that, but ends up getting it high off of the glass and finding the bottom of the basket.
That's going to be an offensive foul on Mills. And not only does it deny the chance for a basket, but it gives Beaver County an opportunity to get its first lead of the game.
And not only that, but it's going to put Mills back on the bench with 2 fouls, and big loss for Howard to finish out the last 4.5 minutes.
Yep, and O'Meach Wilson will replace him. Daniels into the forecourt right. Triple teamed on defense, wound up losing control. Howard's got it back. They get the lead pass down the floor for Wilson, who lays it in.
You can tell Wilson wanted to go for the Showtime dunk in front of the big crowd, but realized that the safer move was just to lay it in. A great job by Ben Murphy to not only get the steal, but also throw it up for his teammate.
Yep, a turnover there at midcourt. And seemingly the Dragons have weathered the storm, at least temporarily, on this frantic charge by the visitors. Daniels gets a seat. Dang Lewell back onto the floor.
Howard going to the 4-guard setup, so looking for them to move the ball around quickly and try to get something around the perimeter. Maybe get an open look from 3.
On the left side, Taylor, he'll pull up from near the free throw line. Bounded around the rim. I think he got all sides, didn't go through the hoop, however. And then a foul is no good as well by Bowie, but Howard gets it right back. They'll feed it in for Wilson, who does get it to score here.
What a crazy sequence of events as Jalen Bowie stole the ball away, had the ball blocked by Luol. Luol then tried to push it up quickly. He had that stolen away, and it just The chaos actually is benefiting the Dragons right now, as it's the Titans who are really just turning the ball over way too much and not getting enough scoring opportunities.
The lead is a handful, 5 for Howard, as we get a drive on the right side of the lane by Green, and he winds up on his derriere down along the baseline, and it's going to be a foul against Howard. This one will be on Wilson. Number 2 on him, number 9 on the team. So we're close to the double bonus now. With 3:13 to go here in the first half, we're going to take a timeout. You're watching Howard basketball on the Howard Sports Streaming Network.
I was a high school math teacher for many years, and I had looked at potentially going into accounting, and then when I looked up the requirements, I had none of them from my undergrad. I decided, like, okay, well, let me take a course and see if I even like it, and so that's what I did. I started the CPA certification program here at Howard Community College, and I'm in my last semester.
You can get there from here. Learn more at howardcc.edu.
Howard Community College has a great reputation in the community. It's not just the 18-year-old who's coming out of high school. It's able to meet the needs of both parents and young adults.
I was able to be a part-time student instead of full-time student. I'm able to take classes at the same time I'm working. So, I'm able to balance both.
You can get there from here. Learn more at howardcc.edu.
Back to basketball here. Ken Krasalovic with you, along with my partner, Mark Winkle. Woody, his newly bestowed nickname today.
If you decide that it's newly bestowed, does that mean it's fact? It just matters?
Yes,
like, yeah, it's just
it's
done.
fact.
Yeah.
It's done.
Okay.
It's done. It's official, and I heard we have confirmation from the West Coast.
Coast to coast now I'm known as Woody. Look at that. How quickly that can start.
Split at the line. Howard by 4 with possession. Right-hander near the top of the lane, but no good. But Howard somehow got it back. I'm not sure how. Taylor missed a shot from the outside. They'll try to find one inside. Taylor missed that as well, but this time he got fouled.
And the offensive rebounds continue to be plaguing the Beaver County Titans. They've gotten a few big blocks, especially from big number 11 there, Tanner Mathos. He's been swatting balls away left and right, but certainly not grabbing the rebounds.
Taylor just 4 of 17 from the line this season, 24%. But he calmly hit the first. Let's see if he can get a sweep.
Yeah, and he's
way
too good of a shooter to have that low of a free throw percentage. That will climb very, very rapidly.
He's struggled from 3 as well of late. He started the season 4 of 6 from beyond the arc, 0 of 11 since. So let's see if the free throws are a precursor to something to come from beyond the arc. Inside, shot missed by Mathos. You start finding the net, you start building confidence.
Yeah, and I can tell you that the Dragons coaching staff has certainly not lost any confidence in the ability for Taylor to both hit shots as well as to drive the basket. That's why he keeps getting really good minutes, and the faith is there, that's for sure, and he just needs to have confidence to keep letting him go.
That foul on Lowell, his second, team's 8th. Murphy at the line. Missed on the front end of the 1-and-1. So the score holds at 28-22. And we're just about down to our final 2 minutes of this final first half in this building. Right-hander missed inside by Lowell. Howard's got it.
And that is why Omich Wilson is in there. That wingspan to grab that ball and bring it down.
On the left, Murphy looking for an entry pass. Instead goes to the top of the key. No-look pass by Taylor. Wound up underneath. They'll kick it back out. Bowie misses. And the Titans in transition. With the runner, that'll count for Rodolph. He's up to 10 points. First player in the game to get to double figures.
Yeah, Rodolph has been a spark for the Titans. He's getting to the basket, and even that low floater wasn't necessarily a layup, but just being able to open up the middle of that Dragon zone has been huge for the Titans.
Howard ball, drive from the right corner, goes in. He was going down, was Taylor to the floor. The ball was going up and came down through the hole.
Speaking
Taylor's
of
first field goal.
Having confidence, when you're 0 for 4 to start the game and hit that one, that brings a lot of confidence.
Right side baseline, count that for Green. That was a
Referees
two?
are calling that a two-pointer,
Okay.
yep.
And we got a whistle down low again.
And you can see Coach Kerr nodding his head, saying, yep, that was the right call. His big man, Mathos, was trying to argue it. As we have a 30-second timeout for the Titans. Looking to probably try to draw up one last play to when they get the ball back. Cut into that Howard lead.
Mark, what comes
halftime.
after the 30-second timeout?
Basketball?
No, the 33rd timeout.
That's terrible.
40 seconds. 40 seconds to go in the first half. Well, I'm a dad. That's a dad joke.
I don't know. That's borderline.
You're a dad. You should,
That's
you should
borderline.
respect it.
That's borderline grandpa joke. I'll just warn you of that right now.
I'm not that yet. 11 games at home, 16 more this season for Howard, all on the road, because this is the last one here. And the team will be relegated to the road the rest of this year, all of next year, and the beginning portion of the year after. That's the 24-25 season when they'll return here at some point mid-year. 25-26 will be the first normal season in a long time where you play some at home, some on the road. It goes back and forth, kind of like it's supposed to. Murphy with a couple of free throws, up to 8 points. And the lead is back up to 6. On the right, Green worked down low, ran into traffic, tried to get rid of it. He did, but into the hands of Wilson for Howard, who drives and lays it home.
And if you're Coach Kerr, you call a timeout right before those free throws to try to get your team settled down for one last good possession. This is not it.
That's not settled because they just turned it over again. There goes Bowie for his first basket. The lead, just like that, is 10, and they stole it again with 5 seconds left. Another basket. What a closing run.
An
by these
absolute
Howard Dragons.
disaster for the Titans, but the Dragons just putting the pressure on.
They had cut it to just a 4-point margin at 30-26 after trailing by as many as 11 in this half. In fact, they had got it to 1 earlier at 22-21. Things opened up again to 8 at 30-22. Couple of Titan baskets made it 4-point game, but since then the Howard Dragons have absolutely exploded in these final seconds. They get a 3-point play there. And here's that timeout you were looking for with about, 25 seconds left. They're going to do it with 4. But now with a much bigger deficit.
So I think the Dragons actually were the ones to call a timeout, and I'm not sure why. I don't know why you'd want to call a timeout there. Everything's going your way.
Yeah, steal it again.
Titans are just turnover after turnover, digging their own grave. And but for Coach Smelgenson, he's clearly got a message for his team. I mean, it is the use or lose it timeout, so you can't carry them all over. Might as well call a timeout, get your team settled.
Right.
get one last defensive play drawn up and make sure that you don't give up any baskets. But, oh, man, Coach Kerr of the Titans slamming his clipboard down. I don't blame him. I would, too, if I were him.
Yeah, Tyler Kerr not happy with what transpired into him over the last, 30 seconds or so of playing time.
Like you said, it went from a 4-point lead to a 13, it just seemingly in seconds.
Yeah, amazing run. Titans get it into the forecourt. There's a long three at the buzzer. Oh, it was close off the hand of Rodolph, but it won't count. And instead, the Dragons will go to the locker room with their largest lead of the first half, a 13-point margin. And we will take a break as well and be back with our halftime activities and statistics and more following these words on the Howard Athletic Streaming Network.
All right, halftime here with assistant coach Terrell Willis. Coach, it went from seemingly a 4-point lead for Howard to a 13-point at halftime within like the last minute there. What are the feelings after that just chaotic last minute that all went your way?
Oh, man, it was huge. The defensive intensity was what helped us get there. I think we got 3 steals and 3 baskets after that. So that's what we wanted to do, and that's what Coach Mike emphasized at the last media timeout was finishing the half strong. The way we finished some halves this season hasn't been the strongest, so we were happy to get finish that one strong.
Benjamin Murphy, 11 points, 7 steals, 6 rebounds in the first half. I mean, he's just doing it all for you right now.
He's doing it all. I mean, he's the reason, honestly, I can say because of this lead. The defensive intensity, everything. This is the first time you probably say that everything, his impact has showed up on the scorecard. So him having 7 steals, 6 rebounds, he's doing everything for us.
You're only shooting 2 of 12 from 3-point range. Are you guys going to go into halftime saying, all right, keep shooting it, it's going to hit, or are you going to try to work it more inside and just utilize how effective you've been inside the paint?
Honestly, there's probably more threes than we wanted to shoot in the half. We want to attack. We think we have an advantage on the inside, so we want to take advantage of that of that rather than keep settling. That's what they want us to do in the zone. So we want to work more inside, then come out.
Coach, enjoy your last half of coaching in this arena, and good luck to you in the second half.
Thanks. Go Dragons.
Thank you. We'll be back with you after a short intermission and be back with you with halftime stats after this.
Back for one more half of basketball here at the Athletic and Fitness Center on the campus of Howard Community College, Columbia, Maryland, known as the Dragon's Lair Gymnasium, and it will be closing its doors forever after 20 more minutes of basketball. Well, there's a chance we could sneak a little more in there, but probably 20 more minutes of basketball before this building says goodbye. But yeah, a great chance to reflect. Mike Smelkinson, I just have to talk about what a great job he's done here. He's turned around really 3 programs, this one twice, and then in between, got things going at Hartford as well. He took over a team here that hadn't done much. They were a 6-win team when he came here the first time. Then they won 13, 17, 19 games. Then he goes to Hartford. He takes over a 6-win team. What do they get? 19, 21, 24, 23, 16 wins. 5 years he had 3 regional titles at Division I level. Went to Hutchinson, Kansas with that team. The Division I national tournament in JUCO. And then comes back to Howard, and what does he do? He takes over a program and he wins 25 games in his first year,
which was
more they had won in the 4 years before.
3 years combined before that.
And they were supposed to go to the Nationals. That got canceled by COVID. He lost a whole year to that. They didn't play at all the next year here. Some schools did. Howard did not. And then, has another solid year. Last year, comes back this year. He's 9-1. And, what a great, and what else speaks to what Smelkinson has done is you see continuity among his assistants. You see guys that stay with him. Will Thomas, his associate head coach, has been with this program. And Mike Smelkinson, he went to Hartford with him, comes back to Howard again. The other staff members, Terrell Wills, Al Morris Jr., Robert Davis III. Jay Nowaski stays around in an unofficial role. He's not a coach anymore. He's here at every game.
Well, Jay Nowaski was Mike Smelkinson's coach.
Yeah.
And going back, and then Mike Smelkinson becomes a head coach, so he brings Jay Nowaski to be his assistant. He's been around for basically his entire coaching career to help out.
When there is success, it's usually not a surprise. And there's reasons why guys are successful. Mike Smelkinson's done a great job here. And I have to commend you as well, Mark Woody Winkle. You've done a great job. I can see how you have evolved in your position and your confidence, and it's great to see that as well. And, I'm proud of what's going on here. I'm excited for you guys. I got a quick tour around today to see what's going on here. Outdoors as well, things are happening. I'm not an athletic director anymore, but, I have legacies out there, and you guys are great examples that I'm proud of, and I want to give you both credit, and timing is everything in life. That's my favorite saying, and you guys are in the right place at the right time, doing great things, and this institution has a lot going for it, and you guys are obviously a big part of what's going on in what's in this space. It's going to be a different building in this space. But really, congratulations to you and to the campus, to see the support from the Collard Foundation and what's happening. Those things, again, there's evidences that are obvious when things are going right. And to see all that happening, with you guys as a part of it is wonderful to see. Let's see how wonderful this second half is as it gets underway. Howard comes in with a commanding lead, 13 points right now off that final minute that I have to watch again to see how it really unfolded. It was an amazingly quick 9-0 run to close the half for the Dragons.
Yeah, well, real quick, if you're giving out congratulations and praise and whatnot, both Coach Mike Smelkinson and myself were both your understudies, and the mentorship that you provided both of us, it's been invaluable in my lifetime. I only got to work for you for only 2 years, but it made a major impact in my career, and I can't thank you enough for that.
I greatly appreciate you saying that, but anytime I can help, I'm happy to do so.
Forever will be known as my mentor, I can tell you that.
Thank you. First shot from the right side on this second half is a 3 for Rodolph, and
Rodolph now up to 13 points, continues
Correct.
to be the offensive output for this Titan side.
We'll try and give you those first half shooting stats if we get a chance here. A steal and a drive, and Rodolph has scored again. So in the second half, it's Rodolph 5 and Howard 0.
Yeah, and for the Dragons, it was a forced three-pointer up by Marquise Freeman. We heard Coach Willis at halftime say they don't want to take so many three-pointers and can't be happy that the first possession is a quick three-pointer with so much time left on the shot clock. That's better.
Howard almost lost control of it out on the perimeter, but it turns into gold as Freeman scores. He's up to 8.
Oh, my goodness.
A steal and a basket.
Jalen Bowie just absolutely picked the pocket of Edward Daniels. What a great poke there from behind.
So the lead is a dozen. Quickly come the
travel.
Titans back the other way, and a good spin move in the lane results in 2 points for Vaughn and the Titans.
Yeah, it was a good illegal spin move that he was able to get away with.
Editorial comment. Did I mentor you into those as well?
Absolutely.
I think you had those on your own.
No, come on. If anybody taught me how to speak my mind, no matter what people were going to think of you, it was you.
Well, I hope you're going a little far on that. Mills with a dunk. I try to,
sometimes.
Selectively.
Sometimes.
Say what needs to be said when it needs to be said. I would hope there's some discretion there, Mark.
Absolutely.
Drive and a left-hand scoop shot counts for Daniels. He's got a half dozen.
And Dragons giving up way too many layups to start this second half.
Well, for the Titans, they can't just get into a game of trading baskets, and that's what we've had here now. Mills scores there, and a basket again trades to the other way. So we've rotated between 12 and 10 points for a while now. That's not going to get CCBC back in the game.
Not at all. And that's good for the Dragons because Andrew Mills a little bit slow shooting in that first half. Couldn't hit those mid-range jumpers.
Yeah, the Dragons will trade baskets, for 17 and a half more minutes. No problem. When you're up by a dozen, that's okay.
Unless you're the Coach Will Thomas, who fancies himself the defensive guru and he wants to keep his opponents under 60. He won't like trading baskets.
Working on the right side, this is Daniels, finds a lane, shovels it there for Mathos, who couldn't find a shot, so he tried to shovel it back, and in the meantime, the shot clock expired. And turnover will give it back to Howard.
Just a lack of awareness, lack of communication from the Titans side. Somebody has got to be able to see that shot clock and say, hey, you got to get that shot up. Those are the careless mistakes that you can't have if you're trying to come back.
Howard setting things up here. Into the lane goes Bowie.
Yeah.
And it's going to be an offensive foul against the Dragons.
And that's unfortunate because it was not a whole lot of contact, but the fact that Bowie jumped into the contact, they're going to call the charge on that because the defender clearly had set his feet and had the position.
That's his second. That's the first foul for either side here in the second half. From the left goes Rodolph. Finds an open Henderson on the right side. No. Another try, this one by Vaughn. No. And the rebound to Howard and Murphy.
Jalen Vaughn, only 6 points right now for a guy averaging 16 points again. Only shooting 5 shots from the field so far.
Mills grazed the glass trying to find that one, couldn't get it to go. Instead, it comes the other way. And a basket by Henderson and a foul by Mills.
That's his third. That's going to hurt a lot.
Perhaps out of his frustration from what happened at the other end of the floor, Mills comes back and commits the foul. So Henderson with his first bucket and a chance for a third point as well without the clock moving.
And Mills, a player that rarely gets into foul trouble, hasn't fouled out of a game the whole season so far.
77% free throw shooter, but he missed that. Right? He did miss it. Is that correct?
No, he made it.
Oh, he did make it. Okay, I'm sorry. I looked down and saw where the ball was, and I thought it was a miss. So 47-38 after the conversion and the completed three-point play. Top of the circle, Henderson. Winds up in the hands of Daniels, and he scores it.
Yeah, and Jalen Bowie gambled trying to go for the steal and the pick six, so to speak, and couldn't quite get his hand on it, and because that, it opened up a wide open jumper for Daniels.
Beaver County trying to weasel its way back in, down by 7 right now.
You're not going to say whittle away, gnaw their way?
That'll work. Nice look from topside by Murphy, and the conversion, that was, I believe, Freeman?
Yeah, it was the dish by Murphy that opened up the layup by Freeman, and Murphy continues to be an effective player both sides of the court, scoring, assisting, rebounding, stealing. He's doing it all.
Vaughn trying to get a steal there, and he did momentarily, and then a foul called, and this is going to be against Howard. As Taylor and Freeman, well, there's a couple of subs going on there. We'll figure those out when we come
exactly.
back. 14:50 to go in the ball game. We'll take a break here on the Howard Streaming Network.
I was a high school math teacher for many years, and I had looked at potentially going into accounting, and then when I looked up the requirements, I had none of them from my undergrad. I decided, like, okay, well, let me take a course and see if I even like it, and so that's what I did. I started the CPA certification program here at Howard Community College, and I'm in my last semester.
You can get there from here. Learn more at howardcc.edu.
So I'm Ken Krasalovic, my partner today, Mark Winkle, and we're going to clarify what Mark said. It really was just shy of 3 years that we worked together at Hartford. So that's a math mistake. Again, you're not allowed any of those once this is the combined math athletics center.
That's why I'm getting them out of the way now. I can afford a few errors with mathematically around here. Apparently a few errors with the overall stats in our website as well, so I'm told.
That was on the women's side. There was a slight error, but you deflected it well.
Oh, thank you.
Howard with the possession here in a 9-point lead. From the left side, they'll work it into the lane. Now kick right, but good ball movement. To the lane, jump stop by Murphy. No, but he did put it in. And his first points here in the second half. He's got 13 for the game. The lead back to double figures.
Another block for Mathos there, but able to grab his own rebound and just scoop it right back up.
Titans feed it into the lane for Mathos and winds up in the corner. Henderson has it there. Back to Mathos again. Through the lane.
He loves that one.
Sliced his way through and banked it in. So Mathos gets his name in the second half scorebook.
That's his trademark play, apparently, just to swing it around with that long arm and just scoop it up.
Titans with a steal there by Rodolph. Transition play results in a quick turnover. So here come the Dragons. We're down to 13 and a half minutes left in the contest, and in the history of this building, swinging it to the left side. Shot just missed there. Looked like it was on line by Baptiste. Instead, Beaver County comes back at it. Left side three by Henderson. That's good. Henderson with 6 points all since the break, and the lead is down to 6.
And I can hear Coach Will Thomas on the bench saying, why are you leaving him? We know he's a shooter. We've told you he's a shooter. You cannot leave him open over there in the corner.
But an answer by Freeman and the Dragons. So the teams trade threes.
Like you said, trading basket for basket. As a team, you can't complain about it because it's going to result in the Dragons getting another one here.
Great anticipation by Baptiste for the steal, but he couldn't get the dunk to go. Back at it is Vaughn. And the whistle blows once again.
Yeah, and that's going to be on Taylor, who...
Yep, that's his first. No, they got it as his second. Is that right?
No, that is his first.
Okay.
Yeah, and
they corrected it.
For Taylor, he was just a little bit late to react. He got blown by a little bit, and instead of trying to cut off the angle and get into good position, he just decided to bump him the whole way down, and referees called it.
Vaughn to the line where he's 78% on the season. He did miss one in the first half, but makes the first one here. Wilson in, Bowie out of the Dragon lineup. Vaughn with those electric green shoes will try again.
You know, I always love
And hit
having
again.
unique shoes like that, especially when I'm watching game film, having a stat afterwards, even looking on the live stream.
A lot
You may
easier
not-
to figure out who it is.
You may not always be able to see face clearly, but you can see neon green shoes.
Works on color TV real well. I know you're not old enough for black and white either.
And I know you are.
Shh. Baptiste gets two for the Dragons. Everybody getting into action again here in the scoring column once again in the second half.
And again, the
Who hit
Titans.
that one? I missed that one.
That was Henderson, but just blowing by the Dragon defenders.
Henderson with 8.
The guards not doing a good job of keeping their men outside, and the forwards not sliding over. No help defense right now.
The lead is 7. Howard.
That's got to be a block.
Oh, they're going to call a charge on Murphy. To his dismay,
Wait,
he looked at the official after the play, and they gave the charging sign, and he dropped his head. And,
Who did he just call the foul on?
I think it was on Murphy. No?
Oh, okay. He put up 5 and 5 like he was number 55. But
Math, baby, math. We're going to take a break. 11:20 to go. Back after this on the Howard Sports Network.
Howard Community College has a great reputation in the community. It's not just the 18-year-old who's coming out of high school. It's able to meet the needs of both parents and young adults.
I was able to be a part-time student instead of full-time student. I'm able to take classes at the same time I'm working. So, you know, I'm able to balance both.
You can get there from here. Learn more at howardcc.edu.
I could get one of those shirts. Hoops at Howard for your Saturday afternoon. Omich Wilson will come into the Dragon lineup during the timeout. And Tobias Green, new to the floor since the break for the visitors. Visitors wearing the home whites.
That's because
the home team wearing the black.
At least there was some good communication beforehand rather than just
That
having
is-
everybody show up in white.
Yes. In traffic, a basket by Henderson. He is having a whale of a half.
Yes, he is, and the Dragons have no answer for him right now. Again, we talk about that inside-out game. He's been able to get to the rim. Now he's hitting shots from outside. Howard has to respect him.
And that was a 3, right?
Yes, it was.
So 11 points for him. Team within 4, so a lot of time left. But Howard, and they've been challenged. They've responded, and they did the same just there as Wilson gets his first basket of the day.
Have I mentioned the name Benjamin Murphy yet today? 7 rebounds, 7 assists, 13 points. Clearly the MVP for the Dragons today. It's not even close.
Steals too, right?
Oh, yeah, and he's got the 7 steals also.
Yeah.
7's his lucky number today.
Wow.
7-7-7 right there.
Well, for the Dragons' sake, hopefully his lucky number will become like 14 in every category.
That would be nice, wouldn't it? I think they'd take that.
High post left. Count that, Murphy again.
Why not?
Woo!
Not to mention he's 6 of 9 from the field. There's that too.
There's lucky 15 for him. Murphy out of Reisterstown, Maryland, went to Franklin High. There's a Reisterstown High too. My good buddy went there. I don't know about the school system so much down that way nowadays. Maybe the schools have changed. In the lane, blocked shot by Freeman. Sends the Dragons on the charge. Shot missed by Murphy.
Oh!
The foul will count. Was that Baptiste?
That was Baptiste.
And he got fouled. So another Dragon to double figures as Baptiste converts there.
And it's the toughness of Kobe Baptiste. That man lives in traffic. He embraces the traffic and just goes right through it. Now 10 points for him with 6 rebounds. Most of those are on the offensive boards, by the way.
2 of 4 from the line in the first half. Here's his first try in the second. Not good. So things will hold at 62-52. And the Titans trying to show some patience here as Daniels calls out the play from the center circle, gave it up briefly, takes the basketball right back. Working from the right side, gets to the lane, bounces left to a wide open Rodolph who threw a wide open air ball.
And that time we saw Freeman did slide over. Good help defense from him. Forced a tough 3-pointer for the Titans rather than giving up the layup.
This is Wilson. Low block, got banged, did Murphy, but he still kept his composure, kept his balance, and made the shot. 17 points for him. The lead is 14, and it just shrunk to 4. And once again, Howard has responded impressively.
Composure is the name of the game for Murphy, indeed.
Mathos underneath, tried to draw the defender, did. And it'll be a foul again on number 55. No, sorry. Actually 10, Benjamin Murphy. I'm telling you, that's just part of the deal, Mark. They're getting you ready to keep your addition skills honed.
No, they're driving me nuts is what they're doing. Going back to referee school after that.
Well, at least he's consistent.
That's all you ask. That's all coaches ever ask, exactly.
Yeah, be consistent. So he shows 5-5 every time. And that's the foul on number 10.
He's just lucky that Howard doesn't have a 55 on the roster.
Mathos spun his way into the lane and missed. Howard back one more time. Just over 8 minutes left.
Oh, what is that pass?
Not a good one there by Omich Wilson. 2 Wilsons on this team. I need to make sure we're calling the right
and
one.
They're both on the court right now.
Yeah, Ethan and Omich. Ethan wearing 12, or rather Ethan. Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh man, that looked like it hurt.
Bounces right back up. Does Murphy, or rather Wilson. We were just talking about them. That's Ethan wearing number 1. Omich wears number 12, was what I was saying when we got interrupted by that spectacular movement on the floor. So we'll take a break right here. So we never really got around to being able to have enough time to give you shooting percentages in the first half, but I'm going to tell you that in the first half, Howard shot 14 of 42 for 33% as a team. In the second half so far, 12 of 19 for Howard, 63% from the floor, bringing the game total up to 43%. Beaver County shooting pretty well from the field as well in this second half. 10 of 15, 67%. But again, that goes back to what we talked about early on in the half. Trading baskets is essentially what's happened at a good rate, but still, the Titans need defense.
Yeah, and this was the Titans' kind of game that they needed in the first half. Instead, the Dragons did such a good job of holding them down. Now the Titans' offense is finding their rhythm, but I just wonder if it's going to be too little too late as the Dragons continue to score points at a consistent rate.
Baptiste makes them both. He's up to an even dozen. And his team's lead is now up to 14. Titans control the rock. Working it out on the arc, taking their time, which they still have enough. But they don't have enough time to do that, which was a turnover by Mathos down low. Ball bounced off his hands and out of bounds.
Yeah, and I don't know what they were trying to go for there. I saw on the far side of the court the Titans were trying to set an off-ball screen, but Green just never went off of it. Daniel set the pick, and Green just stood there, so clearly not on the same page.
Oh, strip out there in no man's land by Daniels. And it's going to be a bucket and a foul.
Cannot say enough about how good Paul Rodolph has been in this game.
Yeah, agreed.
Without him, I don't know where the Titans would be because he has just been doing it all for him. He's got the rebounds now. He's up to 8 rebounds, 17 points, and he's just been playing with that toughness and aggressiveness that really just helps spur your team forward and electrifies them.
He missed the free throw, though, trying to make it a three-point play. Howard's going to show some patience, you have to imagine, on these possessions coming up now.
Yeah, Coach Smogenson does such a good job of slowing his team down when you have a lead and making it count on every single possession.
Entry pass to the low block and a bounce pass to the lane goes awry. So the patience didn't pay off that time, except for running clock, but you'd like to get 2 points out of it as well. Outside with it is Daniels. Left side, Henderson, nope. Rebound by Freeman. One of those nice rebounds where you grab the ball, you use your body to shield it all in the same motion.
All the technique that you've been taught through all your years of playing basketball, that was certainly perfect technique there from Freeman.
Al Freeman in the lane, no look pass down low, got it to Wilson, O'Meach Wilson that is. He got it there, but no shot, and instead Beaver County with possession. Left corner, rattling it home is Henderson.
It's a two-man game for the Titans right now. Rodolph and Henderson, they're just doing everything for their team, and at that time it was Rodolph setting up Henderson for the three-pointer.
Under 5.5 to play. Top side, long three, count it. Ethan Wilson buries the basketball through the net.
And Ethan Wilson having a good game today. He's had he's been a roller coaster ride a little bit for the Dragons, up and down, but today is certainly one of his good games, having a great second half in particular.
Green shot went off the glass and the rim, and then found the hands of the Howard rebounders. Dragons have it, left corner. Oh, it's not going to be a shot by Freeman. Instead, the traveling violation by Wilson takes precedence.
Andrew Miller is the leading scorer of the team coming in. He's the 5th leading scorer in this game for Howard. So getting the offensive output from other sources today are the Dragons.
Along the baseline, they try and feed the lane. They fed it into the hands of Ethan Wilson. Comes down, misses. Battle underneath, a lot of white shirts there, but somehow Baptiste got his hands on the ball. The whistle blew, and it's going to be a Beaver County possession. I'm not exactly sure why.
I believe his feet were out of bounds when he got his hand on the ball.
Okay.
That would probably
explain it.
Yeah, wouldn't it?
Coming down to the 4-minute mark now. The lead is still 12. We've been there for a couple of possessions. At the free throw line, Green went in, found the cutter from the left in Rodolph, who converts. He's up to 19 points. He takes over the game honors, but his team still trails by 10.
And that was Green, able to find the soft spot in the middle of the Dragon zone, and then feeds Rodolph underneath the basket. Howard, they keep switching up their defense, but I have to imagine they had more success with the man-to-man. I'd like to see them go back to that.
Top side, Ethan Wilson's open. Missed off the back iron. Beaver County controlled, but as they brought it down, the reach from behind knocked it loose. What are they going to call? The officials are going to confer here, and it's going to be Howard's basketball. We'll take what may be our final break. We'll see right here on the Howard Sports Stream.
It was easy to access HCC classes online. The flexible schedule allowed me to run my household, and I finally get to be a lead teacher next year.
Howard Community College just gave me what I needed to successfully start in a new job that I'm absolutely passionate about.
It's just been a great experience working and still being able to go to school. The best part is that I get to build these professional relationships that I wouldn't otherwise get to do in a typical college setting.
I was a high school math teacher for many years, and I had looked at potentially going into accounting, and then when I looked up the requirements, I had none of them from my undergrad. I decided, okay, well, let me take a course and see if I even like it, and so that's what I did. I started the CPA certification program here at Howard Community College, and I'm in my last semester.
You can get there from here. Learn more at howardcc.edu.
The last dance is what the T-shirts here proclaim on this final day. You could call it that, the swan song, whatever. It's nostalgia time. Don't get too teary-eyed out there, Howard.
If you're
alumni and friends.
If you're in Wisconsin, they call it the last polka.
Oh, last polka.
Yeah.
Huh? Milwaukee. When my son played in that Horizon League, University of Wisconsin Milwaukee, and they would play that all the time.
They love their polkas out there.
Polka, yeah. Right corner. Oh, he would have been open, Freeman would have, but instead the pass had to be picked up off the ground. Instead, they got it out to Ethan Wilson, who missed from outside. We got a foul underneath.
And that's Andrew Mills picking up his 4th foul on the offensive side.
Well, at this point, they'll probably leave him in. 3:02 is all that's left.
I would imagine so, but that's also foul number 7 for the Dragons, so Titans are on the line already for a 1-on-1.
Yeah, only 3 fouls against the Dragons this half. Or I'm sorry, against the Titans this half.
Titans.
So Deng Luol, he's a tall. We don't have heights. We don't know hometown. We'd like to tell you more about these guys. This guy, interesting freshman in this Beaver County roster. Rattled the rim, it popped out on the front end of the 1-and-1.
Yeah, it's tough to do this when you have limited information from the opponent's website.
We did get scoring averages and some shooting numbers, and we appreciate that effort from the Titans staff. Drive underneath, and it's going to be a blocking foul on the Titans. I think this is going to be our friend Deng, who we were just talking about. Yep. Deng Luol commits the violation.
You think he was named like opposite names of Luol Deng, the NBA player?
Oh my goodness!
You think that was done intentionally?
You know,
that'd be pretty clever.
That
actually,
brings a whole new twist on last name, comma first. 3 ball from the right, no good by Freeman.
The Dragons will take their time with a fresh 20. Why not? You only have 2 minutes left. Just bleed that clock.
Run a little more clock.
That's
the order of the day right now. And a nice move inside and a pretty bank shot by Baptiste, who's had himself a pretty good all-around basketball game. Left side 3, that's no good by Vaughn. And we're under 2 to play, and it doesn't look like we're going to get an additional 5, so get out your Kleenex, folks. Because if you like basketball in the Athletic and Fitness Center at Howard Community College in Columbia, Maryland, you're not going to see it in this building anymore after another buck and a half of play. Foul here against the Titans. So it's Rodolph. That's just his second. For all the activity he's had on the floor.
Fouling's not been one of them.
Pretty good, yeah. Mills finds the twine. And if he hits this one, he'll be yet another Dragon to double figures this afternoon. Let's see if he can do it. Yep. So he's got 10. The lead is 14.
Adding to that 80% free throw percentage on the year.
Reverse layup this time, and it
circles
goes round and down for Rodolph. He's 21 points, so he's going to, looks like it's game scoring honors in the final game here. But his team is not going to emerge as the victors, barring an incredible miracle.
And we saw the Dragons score, 10 points in the last minute,
Yeah,
so you
it
never
was
know.
about 30 seconds of 9 points. It wasn't, again, like I said earlier, I want to watch that again to see how that actually transpired. That was, One for the books.
You sure you don't want to just hear your own voice?
No. Free throw was good. 3-point play counted. Howard methodically running clock. To the low block went Baptiste, kicked it out. They'll go way out now for Wilson. He's got it. He's going to launch a long three. No. But an offensive rebound by Baptiste, and they can run some more. Well, timeout is taken.
And that's going to be immediate timeout with 44 seconds left.
We will take now what becomes the last, at least in-game break. Maybe we'll take a break when we wrap things up, but last in-game break from the Athletic and Fitness Center right now. Well, the game and the festivities are winding down. We're down to 44.8 seconds left. And the Towson Pom-Pom team was out there, I assume, for their last time. Fadeaway shot in the lane by Mills, who will score the final basket in this building, at least the last official one. They're going to do a ceremonial one at the end. But Mills got a bucket, and looks like Ethan Wilson is shaken up here.
Yeah, he's holding his hand.
His left wrist or hand.
Hopefully it was just a stinger.
Yeah, they're going to come out. They'll put Jalen Bowie back in. So as of right now, Mills has the last 2 points in the Athletic and Fitness Center history.
You trying to set up the trivia questions for later?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to go in your media guide. Drive and a lay-in by Daniels. And Beaver County takes a timeout. They're still trying to find a way.
Coach Kerr is talking to the referees about something. Not sure what was disturbing him there.
Yeah, I don't know. They took a timeout. He's charting up a 13-point play.
That'd be a pretty good one. I don't know why they wouldn't have done that earlier.
Always keep that in your back pocket for when you really need it. .9 is what it reads on the big scoreboards at the ends of this soon-to-be demolished building. And it will be Howard ball Are they going to let somebody? Mike does not let the guys shoot when they have a big lead at the end, but maybe they will here. Is that why you ran down and tell them to shoot so they get the last basket in their own building?
I was telling him to run back up here to come talk to you.
Okay, all right. Well, let's see. I think someone should shoot, but I don't think they're going to do it. Well, instead, then the last basket goes to the visitors.
You got to hold on to the game ball. Got to make sure it doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah. December 10th, 2022. The Athletic and Fitness Center at Howard Community College closes its doors to a victory by the home team, 75-64. They've already shut the scoreboards off. The women won the opener 82-36, and we've seen our last official basketball on this floor in this building forever, folks. And the Howard Dragons will head out on the road for their final 16 games of the season with a 10-1 record compiled here within the hallowed halls of this building. And we are joined now by the winning coach, Mike Smelkinson. Congratulations on the victory.
Thank you.
You had it. You sustained a couple of runs by them. They got it. They cut it close. They cut it to one at 22-21. They cut to within 4 a couple times in the second half. Every time they got close, your guys responded. You seemed to have the formula to just suddenly get a double-digit lead once again. And no better typified than at the very end of the first half when it was a 4-point lead, and you got a 9-0 run in about, I don't know, I think I blinked my eye, and it went to a 13-point halftime lead.
Yeah, that run at the end of the first half really boosted us. It was exactly what we needed. We went on a dry spell there, and Ben Murphy was all over the place with steals and rebounds. He was big for us tonight.
Well, you had a bunch of guys get to double figures or close. I mean, it was the kind of day that if you have to go out, you go out smiling and feeling pretty good about yourself.
Yeah, it feels great to be able to close down this building with a win. We're getting ready to do the last basket ceremony here with alumni, and it's really exciting.
I like how you're kind of transitioning into the road games. So you have 2 neutral site games next weekend.
Yeah.
Up in Bel Air, Maryland.
Yeah.
And then becomes Road Warriors.
Yes.
With, I believe, 14 in a row on the opponent's floors.
Yes.
Maybe one other one will sneak in as a neutral I heard about.
Yes.
But,
that's correct.
going to put on some bus mileage and maybe a couple van rides in there or whatnot. But, again, you have to feel good about where you're at. This team came in, Beaver County, won 4 of their last 5. They've been playing good. They've been scoring points. And you did what you wanted to do here, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Just this is a historic building. I see a lot of alumni here. It's good to have them, and it's good for our team to be able to close this building out with a win. I'm proud of the guys, and it's just a nice afternoon here.
I've been involved with a couple of building closures as an athletic director, and also as a visitor and a fan and all kinds of other things. I know you had a lot going on, coaching your team, organizing all this. Congratulations on all of what you had to handle over there. This was a good show.
Thank you, and thanks for being here for the broadcast. I appreciate it.
I'm thrilled that you asked me.
All right.
Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
We're going to bring my partner back in. Mark Woody Winkle is back on board for us here, and we can wrap this one up. Do we have some final numbers?
Right
we
here
have
for
those.
you.
We can give some of that. Final shooting numbers in this one for the visitors from Beaver County. 25 of 48 from the floor, 52%. Included were 4 of 14 threes, 29%. And the Titans were 10 of 15 from the line, 67%. Howard wound up 41% for the game on 29 of 70, but a great second half from the field, 15 of 28. The Dragons were 4 of 22 beyond the arc, not what Coach Smelkinson and the team would normally want to see, but good enough today, 18%, 13 of 17 from the line. Howard did control the boards in the second half and comes away with a 40-31 win there. Howard outscored the Beaver County team in in the first half 39-26. They were actually outscored 38-36 in the second half to come away with a 75-64 final. Individually, 4 Dragons in double figures led by Benjamin Murphy's 17 points, Kobe Baptiste 14, Marquise Freeman 13, Andrew Mills 12 points. 3 Titans got to double digits, led by Paul Rodolph's 22 points. Mark, some final thoughts on today?
I mean, it was a perfect way to go out. A couple of Dragon wins. It was a fun event. We had the atmosphere was fantastic. We had VIPs. We had everything going on. It was everything we were hoping for. I had a great time. It's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough not having basketball at home for the next 2 years. It's going to be greatly missed around here, but in the end, I think we sent this building out the right way.
You can see the ceremonies going out on the floor. The current teams are out there. The former teams, members that are here today out there, they're going to hand the ball down the line for one final basket in the building.
There you go. Make sure a Dragon is the last one to score.
Before the building comes tumbling down, and the memories will remain, certainly, and all of the successes and sometimes the heartaches that happen in a building, but you remember them all as when you have go through a ceremony like this. And here it is, the final basket in the history of the Athletic and Fitness Center at Howard Community College. Folks, I want to thank everybody who was involved with bringing this broadcast to you. The technical folks along the way, Matt, who I'm filling in for today. Thanks to my partner on the broadcast, Mark Winkle. Thanks, of course, to Mike Smelkinson, who we just spoke to, and all the staff and workers that you have had here today. You guys really pulled out the stops, and really a phenomenal event. Most of all, however, I'd like to say thanks to you for watching. This is Ken Krasalovic saying the final score once again, and for the last time ever in this building, it was Howard 75, Beaver County 64. We'll talk to you again sometime, somewhere, someplace, to be determined. But for today, Ken Krasalovic saying thanks again for watching.
Thank you. Go Dragons.